Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Hydlide for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was originally released on the NES PC 6001 and PC 8801 in Japan only in 1984, and was ported to the MSX, MSX2, FM7, and NEC PC 9801 in 1985. There is amazingly a Nintendo Switch port based on the 8801 version, though I have heard nothing about it, and it's probably only available in Japan, more than likely. The Famicom version was released under the name Hydlide Special in 1986, and it would be brought here to the States in 1989 under the name Hydlide. Just Hydlide. As far as I can tell, it never made it to Europe aside from the MSX2 port. And while the game is loved and is considered a very influential game in Japan, in America, not so much. You see, back when this game came out in Japan, The Legend of Zelda had not shown up yet. And therefore, people were able to enjoy Hydlide without something more advanced getting in the way. In America, well, that wasn't the case. We didn't get this until after quite a few RPGs, including The Legend of Zelda, came out. And by the time we got this game was hopelessly basic compared to what came after it as time passed between the Japanese release and the American release. I mean, we already had Dragon Warrior, aka Dragon Quest, which of course was improved. It was brought into America when it was brought on the Western Shores. And Final Fantasy would come out around that time. As a matter of fact, it was already in Japan. And it had... No, actually, Final Fantasy 1 didn't come out until the following year, 1990. This didn't come out here until 1989. So that was yet to come and blow everyone's minds. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy was up to 3 games in Japan. So, yeah, very basic. This game is. How basic? Legend of Zelda had bank switching. Hydlide did not. I remember reading that when I was younger and I had access to the internet for the first time in the first half of the 2000s, so that's how I pretty much know about it. Also, Hydlide had sequels. There was Hydlide 2, Shine of Darkness, which was originally for the PC 8801 and then later ported to Japan. The MSX in Japan, I should say. Though a English translation did show up in 2006. Alongside a re-release of Super Hydlide, which did come out in the West, amazingly, and it did come out in Europe. Though in Japan it was known as Hydlide 3, The Space Memories. And then there's Virtual Hydlide, which is the one non-NES game in the series that everyone knows about. While it was considered an okay game when it was released, people don't look fondly upon it today, and the angry video game nerd has kind of contributed to that. But I've been talking about this game for about 4.5 minutes now, so I might as well go ahead and start the game. So, we are seeing a dragon turn a princess into 3 fairies. And we need to find the 3 fairies if we want to, well, save the kingdom. Let's go ahead and press start. we could use a password, which I will show off eventually, but for now, let's go ahead and game start. And I want to go to the right first. Uh-oh. Yeah, I want to go over here, and I want to attack the slimes by holding A and moving with the D-pad. I'm sticking to this screen right of where we start because it's easier to deal with enemies altogether here. Now, controls, they take a little while to get used to. You move around with the D-pad, obviously. Holding the A button lets you attack, and when you are not holding A, you defend. So hold A to attack, don't hold A to defend. You do have magic. You can use that with button B, though we will have to level up to be able to use our magic. Start, pause the game just like I did just earlier, and select lets you go to the window where you can look at what items you have. You can save and load, which lets you save the game to memory. And this save data is gone when you turn the power off, so you're better off using the passwords. I'll go ahead and save here anyway, just to be on the safe side. Load lets you load the saved data that is currently in memory, which again is gone when you power off. There's the password, which gives you a password. You want to make sure you write it down in case something bad happens. You can never have enough passwords in this game, let me tell you. There's speed, which changes the speed of the game. I'm going to keep it on normal. Everything's a little better that way. And finally, there's game, which takes you back to the game. Your spells will be at the bottom of the screen. You have Turn, Fire, Ice, Wave, and Flash. I will explain those as time goes on. And you have your stats in the right side of the screen, below the Hydlide logo. Life is your health. If that goes all the way down, you're dead. Strength is your current amount of strength. Experience is the current amount of experience you have to get to the next level. You need to fill up that bar to get it. And magic shows how much magic you have. And you can refill life by just standing in an open field and just not attacking. You can also build magic power back up, and I'll explain that when the time goes on. But for now, we're just going to stay here, and we are going to fight slimes, because we're at the lowest level of strength, and if we do anything now, we are going to get absolutely destroyed by anything that will come our way. You want to watch what you are doing as you fight the enemies. If you see a red flash where your character is, you got hit. And that is probably a good sign for you to step back. Also, I am staying in the open field, but I am also making sure that I stay out of the forest too. It is possible for your health to dip slightly if you're moving around a lot. Like just earlier, you probably didn't even notice it, but it did. And yeah, you just want to make sure you have full health while going places. And you just want to make sure you watch what you're doing. Oh boy. I don't know if saving save data onto the temporary memory that this game has will save my experience. Because if you load off a password, you lose all the experience and you're back to square one on that bar. And that's no good. So whenever you level up, always make sure you get a password just in case. And make sure you also get a password when you do anything super important. That way you can kind of save yourself in that regard. And I'm about ready to die again. Which, not good. As long as I'm on this light green open field, I can heal perfectly fine. Just as long as I'm just standing on that light green open field and I'm not moving and I'm not attacking, I should be good. And if you don't watch what you're doing, these slimes can wipe you out. It is easier to attack a slime without getting attacked yourself if the slime is moving away from you when you attack it. If it's moving towards you, you're really risking injury and possible death, which is something that I don't recommend doing. Nevertheless, you want to watch your life, just in case you get the red flash of doom where your character sprite is, so that way you're not taken off guard and you don't get the do while your character just flops over with no warning. Just kills over dead. You do not want that, because that can set you back so much if you're not using passwords. Believe it. And I'm going right here. Do not come this way. Okay. Yeah, the slimes are pretty slow. They can be easy to take care of if you know what you're doing. And when we do fill up that experience bar, we're going to get more strength. It will become a little easier to fight the slimes. Not much else, though, but at least we'll be able to fight off enemies, which is something that I want to do. And I'm still doing good, amazingly. I am lucking out here. I am really lucking out here. By the way, there is a castle over there with a hole that we can go into, but we don't want to go into that area yet, because we're going to get wiped out if we don't power up. And the game really wants you to power up before you try anything. You really want to get more life and more strength as soon as you start the game. And you just want to watch your health so that way you aren't taken aback horribly and forced to start over as soon as you've begun. This is boring, I know. It can be also a little frustrating, but trust me, you're gonna have to do this if you want to start fighting evil in this game. And we managed to luck out and take out some more enemies without getting hurt ourselves, which is always a welcome thing. Okay, come on. And yeah, he came towards me there, that slime did. So, ooh boy. Move. Okay. They kind of seem to move in a bit of a square-like pattern, kind of, almost. We're almost done filling this experience bar out. I'm kind of surprised. Let's see how much more of this we can do. I've been playing for about, well, I've been recording for about 15 minutes. I wouldn't exactly say I've been playing for 15 minutes. It's been more 4.5 minutes of explanation and about 10 or 11 of fighting. And there we go. We have more strength. We have more health. We now have double the health. We won't get wiped out so quickly. By the way, the main character's name is Jim. J-I-M. Jim. And by pressing B, I was able to show off the turn magic. That is finally highlighted there at the bottom of the screen. You can only use magic if you have 20 magic points or below. And each notch on the little bars there indicates 10 points of something. Life, strength, experience, and magic. And, well, we have 20 points now. So turns monsters around so they reverse direction. That's it. To use magic, you have to hold B and then press the direction in which you want to cast the magic. Oh, no. No, that's not it. I actually have a PDF of the manual here. Button B. Use the kind of magic you want. When you press button B while pressing button A, you can use the magic. So you have to hold button A, and then while holding A, you have to press B to cast the spell. And you want to make sure you're facing the enemy or else it won't work. Alright, got it. So hold A, press B, make sure you're facing the enemy or it ain't gonna work. And now that we're a little more powered up, we can do stuff now. Now here's the thing. Once I get more experience and I get everything, life, strength, and magic up to 30 points, I won't be able to get experience off the slimes anymore. And I'll have to do something different to power our good buddy Jim up to even higher levels of strength and learn more spells and be able to do more things. So, at this rate, we're tearing through the slimes a lot faster now, but I'm not going to be able to do it before I hit the 20-minute mark. So, I'm going to do what I can before I hit the 20-minute mark. And then, I'm going to get the rest of the experience that I can get outside of recording time, because do you really want to see any more of this than you already have? I feel you don't really want to. I'd rather just cut that out because, well, we've already seen one level up here today. It doesn't feel that much special now. Sadly. And some of these enemies are gonna pop up elsewhere. But at least it's harder to die now, so I can't really complain. Really can't complain. Also, I should probably save to temporary memory in case something happens. That way I don't have to start at level 1 anymore. Alright. Well, I've been recording for about 20 minutes. Might as well go ahead and kill a few more slimes and then just get out of there from here. And, seem to be getting a little around here a little bit faster. Yeah, this is going much faster than I realized it would go now that I'm not level 1 anymore. I didn't want to go there. I wanted to stay right here. And we did it! Now we can take care of slimes in one blow, but we can't really get experience off of them anymore. Plus, we have the fire spell. And the fire spell... Let me check the magic on the manual PDF. You can cast this once you have 30 magic points, and it's magic that launches fireballs. So, we have magical projectiles that we can fire at enemies now. And it looks like we'll be using them in the next video. So join me next time, now that I'm fully powered up, where we explore the world of Hydlide and start working towards what we need to do. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!